Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of 365, I guess. And in today's discussion, we will be talking about how to make the best pizza. My edition, okay? It's like just my personal pizza best flavor for me. And yeah, let's get into it, I guess. First thing first, um, what kind of pizza that we want, like what kind of flavor that we want, right? When it comes to food, I actually think about four main flavor. The first is sweet, and yeah, the sweet taste in food is always nice for me. And the next is the saltiness, and yeah, this is just how salty it is in the food. Like it doesn't have to be direct salt sprinkle on top of it. You can get the saltiness from something else. Like for instance, you can have it from cheese, because cheese has you know um, a little bit of saltiness into it, right? And of course, if you put like some kind of meat on top of it, and the meat was seasoned with some kind of salt and black pepper, right? And yeah, that adds the saltiness in the food. And then the third one is probably not the most thing that people like. I personally like my food spicy, because it's just there's just a burning sensation in my mouth, and it's always nice to have a little bit of those in my food, because I don't want I don't want my food only to be just sweet and salty, and yeah, and I need something else in it that can there's a kicking flavor in my mouth, if you know what I mean. Of course, not a lot of people like spicy food. Me personally, coming from Asia, we actually, especially Southeast Asia, and we cooked a lot of spicy food here. And like, if you search any recipe, you will see that most of it has spicy in it. Um, yeah, just because it's just nice, I guess, and sometimes it helps too. Like for instance, if you are sick or ill, the spiciness can, it can make you sweat a lot, right? And uh, through our, just belief or such, and yeah, when you sweat, uh, you actually release all the toxic, substances in your body, and somehow that um, makes it you will feel your body better after eating spicy food in general. That's why we are used to eat uh, spicy food since we are young. Although also not all people here like to eat spicy food also, of course, like some people cannot withstand the spiciness, and even one bit of spiciness, it can make them drenched in sweats. Yeah. The last flavor that I want in my food is usually the sourness. I want my food a little bit sour, but not too sour. Like, it's different from if um, just eat straight sour candy like that. And yeah, it's just a little bit of sour, like for instance from tomato, and I don't know, from fruit, and yeah, like the sourness helps a little bit, or even the artificial, you know, artificial what is called vinegar. can help too sometimes, or even what is called apple vinegar. I don't know what it's called. Uh, yeah, the thing that has sweet and sour flavor in it. So in general, this is all the flavor that I want in my food. Um, in a balanced way, like for instance, everything is at perfect ratio or balance, I guess, so that nothing is overpowering the other. And anyway, let's go back to the pizza that we will talk. Um, so let's imagine this is the pizza, right? And first, let's make what type of pizza it is. It's just a regular pizza, right? And do I want something in the outer line of the pizza? Probably not. I mean, that's fine for me, I guess. Uh, as long as it does not, cause a lot of flavor change in general. As a whole, I'm fine with it. If you go to any pizza place, you might notice that there's a option for the crust. You can have it no crust at all, or a thick crust, or even a crust filled with something like, for instance, mozzarella cheese and sausage, and then something else. And yeah, that's not. I don't really matter that much. I will go with any. Well, maybe not the thick crust ones. That's just bread, thick bread at the edge. I probably don't want that. Like that's the least favorite of mine. Because that's just bread basically. You just eat bread, right? It will be just plain without anything else. It's better to have something stuffed inside it, rather than just eating plain bread. That's the about the crust. Now, we go to the main, topping, right? First, we need sweet. Sweet usually come from the sauce itself. So, like for instance, the red sauce, the marinara, I would say, that's what it's called, right? The tomato sauce. Usually, it has already has the sweet taste into it. So I don't really think I would need anything else as sweet. Probably from some kind of uh uh fruit, I guess that can go into pizza in general. But I think it's already enough with the sauce itself. Um, and then I want, of course, the next thing I want is the saltiness. The saltiness can, uh, you know, uh, can be it can be from anything basically. But I want it the saltiness is mixed with meat flavor. So I'm thinking about meat bits, like just the ground meat, and then you just cook it on a pan with simple seasoning like salt and black pepper, and then just cook it uh until it's done, and just sprinkle bits of it in anywhere in on the pizza, and not too much, but also uh not too little. Like, also the size matters too. Like, I don't want it to be like chunky or big. I just want it like bits of meat basically, that adds the saltiness. And then the next is probably from cheese, like I said in the earlier. I really want some lot of cheese in it. Of course, this will be like the end topping, so we'll get to it later on. Oh, I almost deleted. Next will be what, spicy, right? When it comes to spicy, I like chilies, but in pizza, I think chilies will be a little bit too much, because chilies are usually short, like right, like small. I don't want it's small, and also its spiciness is high. So I don't want, just eat bits of chili and has a too much burning in my mouth or spiciness. I want it to be balanced, like I said earlier. So probably I would like the spiciness comes from bell pepper. Uh, the red or yellow or green bell pepper, either is fine for me. Just put it, sprinkle it on top of it. Oh, we cannot use red because um, the sauce is also red. Let's see if we can, you know, I will put pink, I think. Yeah, just like this, and this adds spiciness, right? And that's fine for me. If there's anything else, like I don't know how to add spicy other than just putting something like this, probably black pepper, but I don't know, black pepper is not really, spicy for me. It's not really, also there's no like you cannot chew it or taste it. It's just there without things that you can actually eat, right? The next is the sour. So the sourness is from, fresh vegetables, probably tomato, and also I'm thinking about pineapple too. I know this might sound controversial, but I actually like, you know pineapple, bits of pineapple on my pizza. Of course, it's not very big, like this big of chunk of pineapple. It's just like a bit, very very small bits. I will make it a little bit like a circle so that you can see differentiate which one is which. Well, not really circle, but more um, like a drop. So this is not it shouldn't be too much also. You can also use tomato, but I think tomato is great, but the thing is that the sauce is already tomato, so it's already, there is a sweet and sour into it. So anything something else that is fresh, like fruit. And honestly, I cannot think any other fruit that can replace pineapple in it. Like, yeah, just give me any suggestion about any fruit that can replace pineapple as sourness. I don't think I can find any, honestly. And yeah, that is from the sourness. So yeah, there you have it. I think this is like very simple, but it works for me. I will change the color of the meat because cannot really see it, right? And this is like the main flavor for me. And of course, I would like, to add something else, like for instance basil, and just that basil leaf anywhere. That would be nice, but I don't think that's, really matter for me. Any other toppings that doesn't contribute to what is called uh, flavor is fine to me. There is actually a snake in my window. Oh, I need to. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Yeah, there is a snake in my window. It look at me actually. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't really mind about anything. Topping that doesn't have a flavor into it. Like for instance, basil. I mean, it sure adds something. Like for instance, bitterness and something like that. But I don't really care about it as long as the main for flavor is in it. And then I don't mind also, having some sausage on it. Uh, in the replace of the beef, but I prefer beef better than sausage. Yeah, there's that. And then like Olive, I don't really. I have actually, honestly, I have never eaten olive. Um, so I don't really know how that would taste. The black thing, the olive, right? And yeah, probably it can be great. I don't know. Maybe I need to try it sometimes. But I don't know. I don't mind to as long as again the main for me. The most important thing for me is the four main flavor that I mentioned earlier. And there you have it. That's my favorite pizza, I guess. I want the flavor more than the looks. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoy this discussion about the best pizza that I think I can have. And I will see you again tomorrow. And goodbye.